Hey everyone, it's Star. I just wanted to let y'all know that Fnf Yellow is not cancelled. Gonna finish version 2, but before I work on version 3, I'm gonna get a new mod out. I haven't decided what that mod is right now, but this is not what that video is about. I will mention what the ideas for what the new mod could be at the end, and I'd love to hear what y'all think which would be the best. But this is not what that video is about. It's about, well, the future of Fnf Yellow and why it's taking so long. I have not been working on it. Keep meaning to work on it, but I haven't. Just started with sprites, which I haven't finished all the songs yet, and I've only charted one of the songs. So it's going to be a while, I think. Should be out before the end of spring break, though. I don't know exactly, though. And, of course, this isn't coming out the same day I recorded it. Obviously, spring break is still ongoing by the time you're watching. Or at least I think it is. It is for me by the time it's being uploaded. But, this is the first Monday of spring break for me. Which means, yeah, it's gonna... Got a lot of time to work on it. But, I've been so focused on working on ACJ and writing the script for a new animation, which maybe I'll talk about later, that I've been neglecting this. But as you can see right now, I am working on sprites for Decibat, which I guess is a leak for version 2. Decibat's going to be in version 2. Which is kind of weird, but anyways. But it's... I'm making progress, but I don't know when this will be done. But shouldn't be too long. Sprites take the longest for me to do out of any of the parts, so yeah. Once I'm done with the sprites, it should be smoother sailing. But I have to make Martlet sprites, I have to make Gardener sprites, but since Gardener was promised for version 1 but never came to be, and then I have to make well, I'll leak the other 2 characters in version 1 here. I have to make Dalv sprites 2 sets for him because I want to have him completely cloaked, and then I want to have him without the cloak on his head. So that's going on. And then there's also a Mo in the next version, and there are some characters that I guess I could do, but I'm not going to do for any versions. Maybe if I do a version 5, but the first 4 versions are planned out, and they're not in those plans for the first 4 versions. Which I'm not going to do the Flower Girls. I'm not going to do that alligator that you can... that you can just see in the town, like that alligator bandit. I'm not going to do Asgore. I know he's a boss fight in one ending, but no, I'm not going to do him. I am going to do Flowey, though, in, I think, version 4? Anyways, Flowey's the only main character that was in the original Undertale that I am going to do. And there's so many different encounters I could write songs for with certain characters. Obviously I can't do all of them. like if you listen to False Justice, it did kind of compress a couple of parts of the Saraba fight, which was intentional. And there's parts outside of that I could also do for her, but only one of them is in the plans, and it's coming alongside Flowey. It's basically the genocide route instead of the pacifist route, all the songs that are in version 1 take place on. Which, the thing is, I also don't want to include Boyfriend in the genocide route. So, Boyfriend's not going to be in the songs related to that. He's also not going to be in the song with Flowey. Clover's going to take over, the genocide ones, but Pico's also going to be there. Pico's going to be fighting Flowey. And, there's also, I guess I could do, 3 songs for Martlet, or maybe 4. Yeah, I think 4. But, that's just excessive. I'm not going to do that many songs for her. Maybe if it gets it in 3, but then there's also a lot of characters that there's no point in doing. They mostly just exist in the background, nothing more to them. Guess you could argue that with the Gator guy, which I mentioned earlier, but I've heard you can actually have him as a secret boss. And then it's not like I'm not a fan of joke songs, because I already have one of the really unimportant NPCs in the mod planned out for a joke song. And I could do all the shopkeepers, but I'm doing 2 of them, which is enough, I think. Tell me if I'm wrong in that I need more, but Blackjack is not in the plans. He would be one of the first new characters if I did decide to make a version 5, though. And more on why it's still not out yet. Just haven't really been feeling motivated. I want to make this mod, I really do. I want to finish it with all 4 versions, but I'm also easily sidetracked. At the time of this is this is being recorded the day after Destiny's Dawn was added to Tower Heroes, which is my new favorite map. I really like really difficult maps, but that's not what this video is about. So that's basic. And then of course there's Shark Co. and Flavor Frenzy, which I do a lot of grinding in alongside Tower Heroes. But that leads me to the end where I can't decide what I want that other mod in between the two to be. Don't know how big it is going to be, so regardless of what I do, it won't have everything. But Tower Heroes was one I considered for the mod. I considered doing another Backrooms mod, but those are so overdone at this point. But honestly, I don't really care about what's been done already. I want to make what I want to make. Actually, SCP really hasn't. And then there's SCP, which hasn't been done nearly as much as Backrooms stuff, which I'm also interested in doing. And then there's one that I don't know how many of you have heard of this, but it's the least likely you've heard of this one out of all of the ones I'm mentioning. House Pets. It's a webcomic. I enjoy it. I consider myself a House Pets enjoyer. But, like, if you don't know, well, you're about to find out something about me that, like, if you've been following me for quite a while, you might know already. I am a furry. I know, like, you may want to click off, and you hate furries that much, then maybe I don't want you here. Like, just as long as you aren't hateful, but I'd rather you watch content you actually enjoy instead of, like, just to get, so, like, if you're not enjoying this, like, why are you still here? Or maybe you want to help me figure out what I want to make next. Like, House Pets is a furry webcomic. It's basically, it's kind of a lot like Garfield at the beginning. It turns into, like, a serious story later on with some humor mixed in, and, like, I love it. But, like, should I do that? A Tower Heroes mod, SCP mod, or a Backrooms mod? I don't really know, but honestly, I don't know how I feel about Backrooms mod. I think that'd be the one that I'd want to make least, in all honesty, but if people want to see it, then maybe you'll do it. So tell me your thoughts. Alright? And I gotta thank y'all for watching and sticking with me this long. So peace.